We may well look back at week 23 as a decisive one in this season's title race. In the battle at the top, Marseille lost more ground as they slipped to a 1-0 defeat at home to Nancy. André-Pierre Gignac had to clear one chance off his line before the goal that decided the contest came in the 73rd minute. André Ayew turning a Romain Grange corner into his own net. Joey Barton had been sent off before that goal went in as Nancy climb off the bottom. We needed a run of 3 straight wins, says the Nancy coach Patrick Gabriel. Now we have a difficult game next week against Reims, which will be important for both teams. If we do win, then great, but then we'll have to continue with an even greater pressure on our shoulders, an obligation to get results, which we've not had until now. Lyon faced Ajaccio in Corsica and took the lead early in the second half, courtesy of Alexandre Lacazette. But Rémi Gard's side were let down by some awful defending. Shahir Belghazouani's equaliser for Ajaccio was a soft one. And Adrien Moutou was then inexplicably handed the space to head home the hosts' second goal. In a dramatic finish, Lyon's Bafétimbi Gomis had a penalty saved by Guillermo Ochoa before Moutou netted from the spot at the other end to give Ajaccio a 3-1 win. A bad day for Lyon and their coach Gard. PSG's form has really picked up, but we're not hiding. We continue to look forward as well as behind. I think we're still on course to fulfill our objective, which was to finish in the top 3. There's nothing we can do about the game we've just lost, but we will prepare for our next match, and if we win that, then we'll be back to an average of 2 points per game. Lyon's defeat means there is now daylight between them and Paris Saint-Germain at the top of the table. The capital club were a class above as they won 4-0 at Toulouse on Friday evening. After Javier Pastore opened the scoring, Zlatan Ibrahimovic made it 2 with his 20th of the season, proving that for all the talk of David Beckham, the Swede is the main man in Ligue 1 these days. Toulouse had Sheikh Mbengue sent off before Mamadou Sakho and the Dutchman Gregory van der Wiel added further goals for Carlo Ancelotti's side, 4-0. Further back, in a very tight battle for European places, Nice returned to winning ways as they saw off Brest at 2-0 in Brittany. A rather messy Nemanja Pejcinovic goal put the South Coast side in front. And then Kamel Merriam's shot went into the net off the unfortunate Brahim Ferraj. Bordeaux have responded superbly following the loss of top scorer Yoann Gouffran to Newcastle. After last week's win in Nice, they saw Valenciennes 2-0 in the Gironde. David Bellion gave Francis Gillot's side the lead with his first Ligue 1 goal in over 3 years, and Ludovic Obraniak made sure of the point, 2-0. Bordeaux end the weekend in 4th position. There are only a few points between 4th place and 10th place, says Francis Gillot. Rennes were 4th, but now they're 7th. The situation is changing from one weekend to the next. There are a lot of clubs separated by very few points. We could go from 4th to 10th in the space of a couple of weeks. Two of those other contenders for European qualification were involved in a rip-roaring Brittany derby on Saturday. Lorient looked set to beat Rennes when Jérémy Aliadière found the net with a stunning strike 10 minutes from time. The former Arsenal man's 9th of the season put Lorient 2-1 up. But Rennes were rescued by teenager Axel Ngondo, who made it 2-2 in injury time within moments of coming on for his top-flight debut. Relief for the Rennes coach, Frédéric Antonetti. Another club chasing a European dreamer, Saint-Etienne. Les Verts won 2-1 away to Sochaux in a match played in difficult conditions. Hotshot Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang opened the scoring with his 10th of the campaign. Sochaux are fighting for their lives at the foot of the table. They did draw level in this game, courtesy of Edouard Boutin, but Saint-Etienne were not to be denied as Fabien Lemoine volleyed home the winner in the 77th minute. I'm still keeping an eye on what's happening ahead of us, says Saint-Etienne coach Christophe Galtier. The clubs above us are picking up points at a decent rate. We shouldn't focus too much on our position in the table. Instead, I think we need to focus on picking up results and keep making demands of ourselves. We should be looking to win games, whether it's at home or away. If Troyes are to beat the drop this season, then Fabien Camus will have a big role to play. His 7th goal in 8 games in all competitions put the struggling side in front away to Lille. Lille did manage to battle back and rescue a draw in the second half at the Grand Stade, though. A brilliant cross from Dimitri Payet, headed home by the 17-year-old Belgian Divock Origi. A debut goal for him. 1-1 it finished. You won't see many more comprehensive finishes than Marco Estrada's thundering free kick in Montpellier's home win against Reims. The reigning champions had trailed 1-0, but that goal put them 2-1 up. Quite brilliant stuff from Estrada. And then Younes Belhanda, back from the Africa Cup of Nations with Morocco, made it 3-1. Montpellier unbeaten in 8 at home. Reims now 15 league games without a win. Bastia completed a 3-game ban from playing in their own stadium as they took on Evian TG in Auxerre. It was a frustrating night for the Corsicans, who couldn't break down the Evian defence. A 0-0 draw leaves them without a goal or a win in their last 3 matches. So this is the full list of results from week 23. 26 goals scored in total. PSG, the big winners of a weekend that will also be remembered for Nancy's victory in Marseille, their 2nd win on the bounce. PSG now have a 3-point lead at the top of the table. Lyon in 2nd position and Marseille 6 points off the pace now in 3rd place. And look how tight it is in the battle for European places below that. Bordeaux in 4th, but they are just 3 points better off than Lorient in 9th. At the bottom of the table, Nancy are the big movers off the foot at last. Troyes slipped to the bottom. Reims remain in the relegation zone. Sochaux and Evian 2 points above them. To come next weekend, Paris Saint-Germain are at home to Bastia, a weekend that finishes with a big one at the Stade de Gerland as Lyon take on Lille. Marseille are on the road in Evian.